Hello everybody, this is Moses from Zatar Gardens, and this is episode 179 of Gardening Without Edits. It's been a little while because it's been raining so much here. Central California is Zone 9B, but pretty much all of California is just completely flooded almost in some areas, or it is flooded actually, and I hope everybody's safe out there. A lot of subscribers of mine are in those areas, in the foothills and so on, so be safe. There are evacuation orders, so do the best you can. It's not easy, but well, hopefully I'll bring some light to you guys so I can show some pretty flowers while you are staying safe. So let me flip the camera around. Now, so this is the donut peach right here. My daughter is playing over in this direction in a huge puddle of water from the rain last night. Take a look at these little gnomes. There she is. Take a look at these little gnomes here with all the flowers. My son's gnome garden. One of the mushrooms fell over. Isn't that pretty? She's looking at the camera. Isn't that pretty? You looking at the screen? And here is the donut peach. I got a lot of questions, not just one subscriber, but many, about the bees being afraid of the rain and the snow, really, too. The snowing, it was snowing, the rain and the wind. But the bees, once it starts drying up, they're gonna come. So as you can see, now they might not like me filming like this. I'll just leave them alone. Just know there's bees. Here is the ultra dwarf weeping Santa Rosa plum, which is not really ultra dwarf. Behind is the Flavor Delight. Flavor Grenade. Flavor Delight Aprium has already flowered and finished. Here's the Generique, or the green sour Persian plum right here. And by the way, it's really hard for it to focus sometimes. Such small flowers. There's a video I might link up right now, of a video with music of the flowers. I'll probably link it up in this video of last year. It's really fun, really. I edited it a lot. God, say that a lot. There we go. Please don't bite me or sting me, please. Oh! But this is the Flavor Grenade. Isn't that pretty? The white flowers here, pink in the background. The Dapple Dandy is done. This is my daughter's peach. This is Alberta peach. Come on, focus. It's so close. She's fishing in the water. Tallene, don't touch the water. This is the Dapple Dandy. See? Well, you see there's still bees. Look how many flowers this is gonna be. Let's ultra white on this one. Look how many flowers. There's gonna be tons of fruit again. Look how tall the kumquat got this year. Look. I gotta prune that back. Let's walk this way. There's Lulu, always with her. Tallene, don't fall in there. I'll never hear the end of it. Here is the white Zapote, Subel. Vernon died 2 years ago. I think it was just too much water and it died out. It's okay because Vernon doesn't taste that great. It was just very sweet. This one tastes like banana custard. This one has flavor. This is known as one of the best tasting white Zapotes. But everything's subjective. Some people don't like banana. Look at the beautiful, watch how pretty this is. Watch. Hopefully I get a good shot. Watch how pretty when you look at these leaves with the sun. See how nice they look? The loquat. Then when I planted it, I pruned it heavily so I could branch it out. I don't want this to be a big tree. I just want this to be right around here. Maybe two more feet of growth, and that's it. That's all I want. Cilantro by itself planting, and there's Lulu's trail right here. Now this is the 4-in-1. Now we have a video of this though. So there's the apricot here. All this is apricot. Here's the plums. Babcock white peach. Really just tastes, it's good peach. Huge peaches like this. I'm not kidding you. But very little peach taste. It just really tastes like corn syrup in a way. I'm just saying how sweet it is. When I make jam out of this peach, I don't even have to add sugar really. And then finally, last video didn't show, the Fantasia nectarine is finally blooming. Please focus. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And the cool thing about having a neighbor with a wind chime is you don't have to buy one. Almonds are still flowering in a bit, they're still opening. Isn't that pretty? Let's look at this one. Look at this. See if I get a good shot of this. This is where I could sit down here or while I read or while I write in my journal and I just fall asleep. The wind chimes. I'll just let the camera sit here for a minute or a few seconds. So you guys can keep replaying that if you just need to relax a bit, because I relax a lot in my garden. So we can see now there's almonds here. They look like little baby peaches. That's because they're in the same family. You can graft an almond onto a peach tree. You can see one right here. Let me see if we could zoom in on it. You see it? So I need to get these. I eat them green. I don't eat them. Here's the mango. I don't eat them when they get large. We eat them green. The mango, didn't matter what I really did, heat, everything, it's not dead, it's still green. With this it almost snowed here. It snowed here 25 years ago. It almost snowed here, so, mangoes are not gonna like that. If it even gets near that type of temperature. Even with the heat source, it didn't matter. But it's still green. When I do scratch tests, you can see my previous scratch tests that I've done. I did a recent one as well. They're still both green. It's just they're gonna be stunted this year, so I'm gonna give it a lot of fish emulsion. Here's the the Moringa. There's the seedlings here. I kept the weeds here, this chickweed. I kept it here to keep it warm. But this is what they look like. This is dead, but down here is alive. When you do scratch tests on the base, those two are still alive. Cherimoya finally defoliated with that cold weather. But it's pushing growth. Let's see if I could show you. So you can see right there, the growth. So it'll be beautiful again. Avocado doing great. My arm's getting tired. Avocado doing great. Cilantro and parsley seedlings are growing. Gotta thin them out soon. The Zatar is doing well. Very beautiful this year too. Look at how beautiful this is. This is the first, where I'm kneeling, I'm squatting right now is the first episode I ever did. Over 1,400 videos ago, I stood right here, I squatted down, and I filmed. I didn't even mention my name. I don't even think I mentioned my channel. And it was this plant that I filmed. That was over almost 6.5 years ago, or it was 6.5 years ago. This is the whole reason why I started this channel, Zatar Gardens, and this is the plant that's still here today. Used to be the whole way through, but I cut it back. Delicious too. A little too cold right now, it's not ready. It's not ready. I wanna wait till it flowers a bit. Once it flowers, I cut it. That's when the highest potency of oil. That's when I make my fresh Zatar. Okay, I'm getting kind of tired. My arm's getting tired. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. Just those little things in life that can give you some hope, some breathing power, help your mind. Just when you feel down, a wind can come by and just blow flower petals, And especially the queen of the garden, the donut peach, is such an immaculate tree. This is hyssop. Anise hyssop, yes. And there is the tarragon with my shadow in the way. The French tarragon. Don't buy the Russian one. That's just, it's not as strong, it's not as good, and it's annual. But if you want an annual, it's perfect. That one's perennial, plant once, it's there forever, unless it dies. Colleen, you're gonna freak me out, girl. I'm gonna hear a splash I'm gonna hear a splash soon. And garlic. Some of the garlics I forgot last year. And I think I did another one too. Over there. And somewhere else. I saw garlic somewhere else. But there's the garlic row over here. So here's elephant. And there is... Oh, I forgot the name, variety name. California Early. California Early right over there. And these are garlic. Elephant garlic. And I think there's some late or California late. I forgot the names, but it's those. The early California varieties. Spend some time in your garden if you have time. Sometimes it's better to step back sometimes because we tend to want to do too much work and we screw something up. But try to spend as much as you can. Especially in these times. This is getting kind of tough here. All right, everybody. What, honey? What is it? What is it? What is it? And this is how I used to film long ago. I'm slowly going back to it. I'm at 11 minutes and 15 seconds now. If you're still here, good. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you're still here. I want to know who sticks around. Let me know in the comments. Look at the winter savory this year. This is called, well, it's I don't know if it's Armenian or Arabic, but I think it's Algerian. It's a little town in Lebanon where my family was from. Zifren or Zitren. Zifren or Zitren. It's Zatar, but it's really potent. They put it in Bendrum Hats or Bendrum Huts is what they pronounce it as. I don't know how to really explain how it tastes. It's kind of like if anybody's tried lemajun, but it's thicker and more potent tasting. And they put this. This is very prized, but you could easily find it. It's perennial. You could easily find it. There's summer savory as well, and the seedlings are here on this area. That one I pickle with, or I make fresh Zatar salad with. Zatar Akhtar is what they call that one. Look at all the runners it creates though. Seeds and runners from here. Just pretty, isn't it? Winter savory. 1 year in Texas, Master Gardener Texas, or Texas Agricultural, they named this plant of the year 1 year, the winter savory. Anything else? Oh, since we're talking about Zatar, here's the Timbra spicata. This is extremely rare. This one is very sought after. This grows in the hills of the Middle East, but Lebanon, South Syria, Northern Israel, some parts of Turkey. This grows in the hills. It's very difficult to get this. And what they do is they just pop off. I don't really want to do it though, but whatever, we'll just show you. We'll show you on this one. You just pop off the tip right here where it's nice, bright and green. And that's what you put in your salad or pickle right there. A little spicy. Actually, I'll take that back. It's spicy. Oh, the smell and taste. My mouth is burning. The smell and taste is nothing else is from this one. A lot of people, even online, please can you sell? Please can I do that? I don't have any. That's what I got. I got a couple plants. Sometimes it seeds, sometimes it doesn't. But, you know, I don't have a license for that kind of stuff. I had a friend that sold seeds online, got caught. Well, if it's one thing to sell and to not sell. Like, let's say I gifted somebody, you still can get in trouble. But since he sold, it was a hefty fine. He goes, it wasn't even worth it. I only made like 10, 12 bucks and it cost me thousands. So it's not worth it. This is another Zatar next to my son's gnome garden. This is a very long Latin name, but it's known as Conehead Time right here. Extremely spicy. Extremely spicy. They put it in, the flowers are very beautiful. They put it in salsa, or I have, but it's known to be put in things like that. Look at this, watch. Hope I can get a good shot of it. Sorry, these are very tiny, so if it doesn't get focused, I'm sorry. This is another Zatar. This started as a little plant, as big as my thumb. And now it's this big, but heavy rains rotted this part out. I thought it died. Obviously it didn't. I think And this is what I mean about staying out of the garden a little bit, because having the bees in the garden is extremely important. And if I'm around, they want to go away. Let's see if I can get this. I don't know where it went. Well, see, it might have flown away. Bees are temperamental. They don't want to be bothered at all. They don't want to be close to you, nothing. Get out of our way. Let us just eat. You know? And if you don't listen, you're going to pay for it. What else? We can go this way. Maybe I'll just create this as a garden tour, but it started as gardening with an edit is not supposed to be that way. Here is the, I don't know, I did 5-in-1 apples here. That's a Honey Crisp right here, but this is like a Pink Lady. But Pink Lady does horrible with fire blight in my area, so I'm gonna be pruning this farther and farther down, and I'm gonna graft that Liberty that I'm growing. Here is the Heavenly White Nectarine, extremely delicious. But every year it's getting less and less. You see how sparse it is? Because so much dies every year. Not the best flowers, but still pretty, I guess. Then this is the Flavor Delight Aprium. This is the best tasting apricot you've ever had in your life. Just delicious. I have a video of this where I did Willy Wonka in the background music. It was a YouTube Shorts. There's one right here. This will be ready in around beginning of May. Especially it's cold now. It will be minimum beginning of May. Look at how cool the color of the leaves are. Once again, I'm sorry. They're so small. The camera doesn't know what I want to film. Here's the Parfianca pomegranate. Last year it didn't produce a lot of flowers and only produced one pomegranate because I pruned it heavily because I try to keep this as a tree. You see? But I didn't prune it that heavy this year, as you can tell. It doesn't look great. I don't like it. It's too dense, but pomegranates want to be dense. They want to be dense. And you know, if anybody has a big ranch or anything like that, if you want to keep like people out like a fence, just plant a whole bunch of pomegranates. The thorns on here are wicked. Just plant a whole bunch. It's beautiful flowers, beautiful leaves. They still have thorns on them in the winter, so it's still a viable protection. And this is in a tree, just make it in a bush. And these thorns on the tips here, you can see, are just really stiff and sharp. And then you get fruit out of it, you know? And, you know, that's as much as I can say about that, I guess. Look at that, there we go. Look how pretty this is, watch. How pretty those leaves are. But that's a Parfianca. That's known as the best tasting pomegranate. I have a video on that as well, but I can't link up too many videos at once on YouTube. It doesn't allow it. I think 3 is the most. I gotta fix this grape trellis. Look at your boots.
Daddy, I might try it.
You wanna try it? Here. Huh? Okay, film. Well, you want me to show your boot? Let me see. Show your boot. Show your boot. Look at that. Let's not say anything to Mom. Lulu, I thought you were watching her. All right, well, again, let me know if you're in the... Put down gardening for life in the comments if you stuck around, because that's the end of the video and tour. Gardening for life in the comments so I could see who stuck around the whole time. Happy gardening, everybody. Let's make this a good year, everybody. The world needs us gardeners to bring them back to the old ways, the way it should be. Living on the land and looking at beautiful flowers and being happy. Don't forget to breathe, everybody. Happy gardening. Bye.